This is to take you through the events. What we're going to do is just go through the events in terms of the fact that we've rebuilt it into Civi and talk about how it's working. But I'm aware that we're going to have to do some events training as well, because was quite a big piece of the project in a way, and there's new functionality that the CRM system does. So we might need to talk about, well, what training you would like. It would be good to get some examples of real events that you want to set up. I think when we were doing this, we talked to, obviously, we were talking to Georgie about different bits that she wanted in terms of automated emails and follow ups and stuff like that as well. So I'll do this video just on how it's looking now, but I think we're going to need to do some other videos maybe on different bits of the process in order so that Georgie or whoever's going to set the events up can go and do that. So currently on the new system, we've built this all. It looks the same on the front end, but now it's all coming from Civi CRM. So if we just go to in the menu and go to events here, the two events that we're looking at that come up are coming from Civi CRM. Obviously, you can see that they're clearly just test events that we've put in for the moment. We've got the date search, so these, works in the same way. So you can pick a date, and it will update, show you everything from that date onwards. These are both next year, I think. Yeah, the August 23rd. We've also got a free text search. So I've put dog in one word and cat in the other. So if I search for dog, it should find one event, which it does. And if I search for cat, it searches the other event. So just on how that's working, if I view this event, just to show you what it's doing, it's basically searching through the event title, and it's searching through the event summary, which is this bit, and it's searching through the event description. So if I show you this event on in the admin area, you'll be able to see how that's working. Then you've got the event details on the event page. If it's a bookable event, you've got the register now, and you can select different, obviously, registration forms and stuff. And this is where I think we might need to do separate training videos, so you guys can be trained on how to use Civi events. So, but we'll do that as a separate thing, if that's okay. So if I go over to this event here, when you're in Civi, going over to the events, if you go to the event dashboard, you'll just see the two events we have in the system at the moment. So we've got test 1 and test 2. And if I click on configure test 1, and then I'll just go to info and settings, you can see the details. So this one, event type is a conference. The default role is attendee. We've got the event summary here, which is, if we go back to this, let's go back to the event page itself. Let's just close that and go back to here. So the event summary is obviously pulled into the top of the card here, just under the title. We don't pull the description through to here, so it's only that bit there. And then if we go through to the actual event itself, we have the event summary at the top of the page, and then we have the event description below, which is where I put the word dog. So that's coming in from this bit here. Again, it's just test information. It's a public event, so it shows in the front end, and then we've got the image here, which is what we're seeing on the front end. So that's basically how that's working. Obviously, we have things, and this is where we need to work out what training's required. We have things like the event location, so where the event is actually taking place. We have the fees for the event, so that's setting up, different price ticket types, I suppose, for different membership types. We have the online registration, so that's making the event bookable, where people can register and make a booking for the event. And we have different workflow here that we need to go through. We've got the scheduled reminders, so this is where you can create reminders to chase people up before the event or after the event. And you can repeat events as well, so if you have the same thing repeating over and over again, you can set it and off it goes. We can also create event templates and bits and pieces. So for this video, if you could just approve the fact that it's basically how it's looking on the front end and it's built into Civi, and then what we can do, perhaps you can give me a list of the different things you want training on, so I can start putting those videos together so that we can start getting the system ready to go live, removing the test events. And it might be good actually to set some real events up you've had, just so you can have a play with it and see how it works, and obviously make some bookings. if we go through to this at the moment, we haven't really got anything clever turned on when it comes to booking. So if you go to register, just get rid of that. When it comes to register here, it's a very simple form. So first name, last name, email, that's all it's asking for. But again, there's a way that you can completely, from an event, different events, you can literally customize the whole form. So some events, like a webinar, this might be all you need, but for a physical event, you might need a ton of other information. So I need to show you how to do that as well. Okay, hopefully that's been helpful. I'll send this over to you in a task. Thanks.